Well,
Rely.
that's a little. Oh, is that serious this week, Shaq?
What, to beat the Dell?
Y-
It's it's
I,
Yo,
but
it's
for you to say it like that,
it's beat the
wait,
Dell
is
EuroLeague
is that Kyrie Irving?
in the pool.
Yeah.
You-
Want me to
yeah.
get my sage stick?
Right.
Oh man.
hey, so shout out to every mother, soon to be mother out there. Happy Mother's Day. Shout out to wifey. Shout out to Mandy. She holds it down. And we're gonna celebrate her today. Not just today, but we're definitely gonna make it public. But she definitely holds down the fort. And Shaq, how are you gonna celebrate Mother's Day today?
Well, I'm big chillin'. You know, my wife is a mother, soon to be. So this is our first official one, and we're just gonna get down like that, baby.
That's what's up. And JD, I see you. They thought you were Kyrie Irving. What, bro? What's really good, man?
I I
We
think
saging out here, boy.
JD's JD's son
I
is
like
gonna be a legend.
I like I like Sage JD.
That's
We
Jordan.
saging out here.
JD.
Yeah, I'm a fan. He's trying to win back our love base because his pops.
We're 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 getting rid of all the negative vibes from the TikTok children who
Right,
are very sensitive.
right.
And Dale, have you been celebrating Mother's Day?
I just got off a flight, rushed back, was on the what was it? Tarmac, waiting. Mother's Day
Okay.
with, what was she?
Yo yo yo!
Yo,
Happy
And
Mother's Day.
oh,
happy Mother's Day.
I can't show you that, mother. She looked crazy.
Chillin'. JD with the sage, like this is type troll that I'm here for. Kiddie pool with the sages, killer.
The only reason there's no water in here, by the way, chat, is because my cats clawed it up.
Yo, they
You have a
Trust me,
actually
I
cat?
tried.
Like you have a cat?
JD's a
We
cat
have
guy.
two.
He's a TikTok cat guy.
Oh man, JD, so many things.
Bro, are you excited to hang out with me, Dell?
No, I'm not going anymore.
Yeah, right.
Because
Listen,
Papa Deal's about to come through?
yes, I'm not
He's
meeting
not
him after
coming,
that.
bro. He's not
Uh,
coming.
I'll see you there.
I think
All right,
so.
so chat. If you guys watched last episode, the J Awards was the best superhero of all time. And Shaq, I'm gonna just recap. He said what he said about Black Panther, which I would have went with, but the timing of it, it was just low hanging fruit. And then so I was just so like distraught. I'm like, yo, like really, Shaq? You know what I'm saying? And then Dale hit him with the Dale played his part. He did what he was supposed to do. He picked Batman. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like he's all right. And then Jory right here picked his dad. And I'm like, and I was so thrown off by Shaq. And I'm like, yo, like, so it really should go to Dell to be, 100. I don't
Yo,
know what I was thinking, but
I was
my
just on
apologies,
Netflix.
brother. Hope you forgive me. You
You
feel
know,
me?
I forgive you. I'm just looking at the pool guy.
Yeah. No, like he's gonna carry. Dell is gonna carry that to Vegas.
Oh
He's
yeah,
gonna
for sure.
carry that.
That's going down in history because I remember we had an argument on the show between Bourne and Batman trilogy movies and all that stuff, and I'm like, I know there's a lot out there, but I'm gonna try to do my homework a little. I don't know what
There
Black
was
Panther was a very low hanging fruit, and Shaq went with it all the way. But then he went opposite of it. He went with Chadwick, like battling cancer, like rest in peace and all that, which was pretty wicked. But I'm like, all right, I get it. You haven't won in a week and a half, but but
yo
it was kind of crazy. And I get how that could destroy a self righteous man like yourself. So I get
yo.
it.
To be honest, like in all fairness, nah. I just seen a documentary on Netflix calling Chadwick Boseman a superhero. So like I'm sticking with that. It's crazy I get called the low hanging fruit guy after I've been solid 80% of the shows.
So the other 20%, where have you been?
I've
Just like
gotten it.
bogus.
I've gotten in my bag a few times for sure. For sure. It's the J Awards. You got to push the envelope.
All right, y'all ready to dive into it?
Yes, sir. We gotta move. We gotta get this moving. Brothers
Okay,
is
we
waiting for
got
their
mamas over
day.
there wanting to celebrate. Okay, let's talk about the first topic. LeBron, do we have a audio clip?
No audio clips.
Okay, let me set it up then. So apparently LeBron is, the bubble, it worked, the plan, if they were to have a plan because they were just like booming, rocking, what I'm saying, tough, playing at a high clip. But now since they're like in a playing situation, now somebody should be fired for making that decision. Come on, Bron. I am a LeBron fan, but that was like cap, man. Shaq, let's start off with you, man, since this is really your guy, though. This is your brother.
Oh man, LeBron, I'm looking in the camera, talking to you right now for this plea. LeBron, we got to stop this, bro. We have to stop this because this is character flaws. I can't come on the show every week and defend this. Last year, you said that the play-in was it was an amazing idea. And this year, because you're in the heat of the fire, it's all of a sudden not an amazing idea. LeBron, like Jay said, I got to call cap on this one, bro. You are the best player in the world. Hey, arguably the best player of all time. These are the narratives that are built for champions. You came back 3-1 on the greatest team of all time. So now, man, yeah, we're facing injuries. We get it. AD is, he coming off of an injury. Kuzma is doing the Kuzma thing that he is notorious for. And Dale, I don't see you talking anything about when Kuzma's actually playing trash. It's never any of that rah, rah, rah. Kuzma, bro, we got to step it up. But this isn't about Kuzma. This is about LeBron James. Bro, you are the greatest player. So now it's time, if you go to that play-in, 7th or 8th, 9th or 10th, you got to win those games. And then you got to go and play a 1, 2, or 3 seed, and you got to beat them. And then you got to go to the finals and beat KD and the boys. And that's what this is all about, LeBron. I'm tired of the excuses. I'm tired of the narratives. No, it is time to step up the gameplay right now. And that's all I got to say, LeBron.
So JD, like since Shaq and since we started the show, how do you feel about LeBron since KD and LeBron comes up way too much? Do you feel like Dale has really enhanced the light on LeBron's antics?
I think LeBron has enhanced the light on his own antics. So here's what I'll say. LeBron is calculated, right? We all know that. He goes through his head and what can I do to get the most attention or to push this narrative? Dell always says narrative king. So here's what he's doing. Space Jam 2 is coming out, right? LeBron knows how to get his name in the media, get his name talked about.
Nah,
so he's going to start saying some crazy stuff.
Nah, we not
to promote Space Jam 2. That's all it is.
Yo,
that's all it is.
Before I go, JD, you're starting to lose me. with your takes, you'd have been benched with that one. You're starting to lose me. You are Listen, first and foremost, LeBron don't need any more attention. We know when he uses the bathroom. Literally. So he don't need any more attention, and he's not doing that for that. And secondly, as much as this is a Bron thing, I don't think it's hypocritical. Only because when they did the play-in last year, it was because of the bubble. It was to give those teams that was already on the fence without the season to still be like, damn, we could have made the playoffs. That's why Dame Lillard was like, I'll go to the bubble if I don't have a chance to make the playoffs. You have to out. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference here in him. So in him saying what he's saying in terms of who made it up, he's kind of right. We all had 72 games. Now we have this extra. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the only knock on it was like in the beginning of the year when y'all was first and second, you wasn't saying nothing. Now you are. It's not about last year because last year bubble playing is totally different. It's like we had to cut the season short unexpectedly. We have to give those teams a fairer shot because we don't know what will happen. And this one is like now we all had 72 games, and now you're giving some people extra. That's the knock on it now. So it's not. I don't think this is more so narrative. People are not viewing it that way of how he's thinking about it. As now we all had 72 games, and last year the bubble situation. So I'm not like this ain't last year narrative king. I believe this is just like you said. That's stupid. So Shaq, how did that surprise you, Shaq? Tell the truth, because you didn't even view it that way a little bit. Tell the truth. I surprised you a little bit with that broad take. Be
Yeah,
honest.
no, you did, and I appreciate
Okay,
that.
okay.
But it
Thank
was
you.
still frustrating for me because I'm like, LeBron, come on, bro, I'm
Right,
tired
no,
of
I
it.
get
It's
it. I
time. It's
get it.
time to put on the cape, and it's time to do what Bron
Right, I
does.
get it. Right, I
Here,
get it.
Enough.
here's what I'll say about the play-in tournament. Part of me wonders if the reason that they're doing this is to try and mimic in some way a March Madness type of like hype
Yeah, it's a money grab.
playoff.
No,
It's a money
it's a
grab.
money grab. It's a money grab right now for sure. We know that, and Braun should know that too because he loves money. So
Why? See, that's where you lose me.
Yeah.
Why does LeBron James always love money?
you're not a fan of that one. You don't believe that right there. You don't believe that little 1-2 stuff.
I've
You don't
never,
believe.
I've never
Bron?
heard
Oh,
anybody say that
okay.
except you. That LeBron James is a fan of money. So who isn't a fan of money then?
That's a good question, but Bron is a little extra with the.
So is KD. He's out in
I'm a, oh,
Silicon Valley, getting his
Oh,
getting
God.
his bucks up. Speaking
yeah,
of
he
the
don't care
Bucks,
about the plane. He don't care about the plane though. What's the next topic?
he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to because when you run to get two other superstars, it's quite embarrassing.
Oh my God! Here
I've
we
never
go.
not seen a
I'm
loaded
not doing
KD
this. I'm not doing
championship
this. It's
team.
Mother's Day. I'm not doing this. What's
All right.
next on the docket?
All right, let's
Jazz
keep it
thing.
pushing. So Kendrick Perkins says Russell Westbrook will go down as a better overall player than Allen Iverson. Man, does Russell really have an argument to be second best point guard? That's kind of crazy when you look at the stats. Let's start with Jory.
Bro, first of all, Allen Iverson is not the first best point guard to ever play in the NBA. So that's
Right. So
that's
confused.
crazy. First of all,
That confused me also. I didn't know why he kept saying second best. Second best what? I don't think AI is top 5, but we could get into that
I don't
whenever
think
we
he's.
want to
I
get to
don't
that.
think he's. I don't think he's top 5 either, and
We're
I
talking
almost don't even
about
think he's
behind
top
Magic-
10 if you
Magic
really get
Johnson.
into it.
You got to slow down now, Jory.
He's a great point guard, and he was
He's
fun
spicy.
to watch.
Kendrick
He
said,
was fun to watch, and I'm not taking anything away from Allen Iverson. He was a great player. But what Russell Westbrook is doing is something that we haven't seen since like Oscar Robertson and Jason Kidd was putting up triple doubles, but like it wasn't as exciting as what Russell Westbrook's doing, right? And it wasn't as intense as he's doing, I don't think.
Sorry to cut you off though. Sorry to Russell Westbrook for what he did to me last night too though. That's you could continue. Shaq knows.
Yeah, that's
Shout
a
out
fact.
to Russ.
That's
Shout
a
out
fact.
to Russ.
But Jordan, do you feel like the triple double was harder in Jason Kidd's era or Russell Westbrook's era? We're not.
I
in a
don't think that it gets less. I don't think
Yes,
that
it
it
does.
gets
Yes, it does.
less
Stop.
difficult.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Wait.
No, it doesn't. No, it does not.
It's a baby. It's baby triple doubles now. It's for real. That's being honest. It's like two dribbles. You could count assists. Like it was really a real feat. But
you're talking about because of rules. You're not talking about.
I'm talking about the reason that the triple double is easier is because of rules. That's just the reason. It isn't because of anything. It's just now triple double is way easier to get when J. Kidd was playing and when AI was playing. And that's why you can't even compare the two because I feel like Allen Iverson right now will be a triple-double machine if he wanted to in this era. I don't think I don't think Russell Westbrook would have been able to get
Shaq, what does your shirt say?
Casual.
Shaq.
That is a very casual take.
I don't know if AI ever averaged more than 7 assists in a season.
No, I'm saying if he went out there to intentionally do it.
Guys, conspiracy guys are here, and he just walked by and whispered never.
Those
Dell.
Those 3
aside
assists are much
from
easier
assists,
now.
when is Allen Iverson crashing the boards like Russell Westbrook does?
Never.
So let me pick up on Perk take. I don't know what he meant second, and but I think Russ will go down overall as a better player than AI, but his impact will never be Allen Iverson ever, and that's what it is. I don't think
culturally, right?
Yeah, his cultural impact would never be AI ever.
That's fair.
I agree with that.
Like you could overall and say the rebound point down, but when
but
you say AI,
it's
like
his mindset though, like his mindset for sure.
Yeah,
I don't think
attitude, Russ' attitude, and
go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think Russell Westbrook is that dominant back in the day. I just don't. and I hate to play the prisoner of the moment and LeBron and MJ, but I feel like it's similar in a way, but it's different because usually I would say today guys are more skilled. They're just better IQ, higher IQ. All the players are a lot smarter, but I don't see Westbrook getting this game off back in the 90s and early 2000s. I just don't.
I for
But let me,
sure do. If he
yeah,
plays the exact same
the
way,
same
the
way I
aggressive
think he
play
does
style that he
also
does,
because why do you think
I don't
Braun
think
will get his
so.
game off and not
Because
rust?
because LeBron is much more physically able as a four-man. Potentially in that era, he would dominate. You can't stop that type of. That's a train coming at you. Versus a
And what
Westbrook,
train?
hold on. Versus a Westbrook who's much smaller than LeBron, they're going to be a lot more physical. That's where I see that argument has some merit to it. Right now, for
What
people like
what
a
point
Westbrook.
guard in the '90s is stopping the train that is Russell Westbrook? Name one.
I don't, but the whole mentality, and that's why this is so hard because it's like you got to change the whole mentality. Is West going to be as aggressive because it's a different era? So that's why we really can't get into that. Because it can be
All
argued
right.
either way. I agree.
It's time for some quick hitters, fellas. We're gonna sum up 3 topics.
casual.
Starting with Dale Sexton,
What's
teammates
up?
upset with him. Then we had Kyrie being Kyrie. He's fined $35K for not wanting to participate in post-game interviews. And then we got Kawhi. Like I love what he's doing. He announced a project he's doing with NBA YoungBoy and Rod Wave. That's dope. Let's start with you, Dale.
On which one? What you want me to?
Sexton teammates upset with him.
I didn't like really seen what happened, so I have like literally that one really went over
Got you.
my
Players are
head.
saying
Like,
that players are coming up to them and whispering he's not going to pass you the ball.
wait, he's saying that to players? What?
Opposing teams are telling Sexton's teammates, like, why you even not? You know he's not going to pass this rock.
So why is that's strange? And why is his teammate upset with him?
He's upset because they're like, why is he not? Why am I out here if he's basically a ball hog.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, they need to. They're in the locker room with him. If an opposing team is doing that to them, and they finding a way to feel something about that, that's kind of weird and strange. You've known him, you've practiced with him, and he's been who he is. I think him and Darius Garland was playing well together before D got hurt. They should be more worried about the Kevin Love stuff. They're not winning, and he's trying to build his confidence and just jack up shots. Like, I don't. That happens honestly everywhere on a losing team. So for them to, like Darius Garland, another guy, D Wade, he was making some shots. Yeah. So I don't. Yeah, that's kind of weird. If another, imagine I'm playing with someone who's like, damn, your boy be going for it, but I'm like, yeah, he do, and that's it. I'm not gonna be mad at him. You know him, like, you know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's weird, and
You
if
know
his
what you're gonna
teammates
get.
are right, if his teammates are upset with him, that's based on them. That's like some sensitive joints. Like, you know, at the end of the game, so Lucas gonna want the ball, and then Billy gonna sidestep, and who knows what's gonna happen? But you know what I'm saying? Earlier, different results. Lately, not. But let's
All
clear
right,
it up.
and Dale, what do you think about Kyrie post game
Yeah,
situation? Getting fined
some
$35K.
that's a lot of money. One, and second, it's I think the NBA is weird and stuff like this. Is like sometimes a player could just say, honestly, I don't got it today. Like, I really just don't got it today. And we know it's their job, but even some reporters don't come in some days because
Right.
I don't got it today. And it that's kind of hard that some NBA players really don't have that luxury of just not being like, yo, I just can't today. But he just said he just didn't want to, and then when you put it that way, you say you don't want to, it's like, all right, now you're gonna get fined, and then you're gonna show up to the next one.
Has Kawhi like really took game or took note from LeBron when it came to like the music project that he got going on?
No, I don't know what Kawhi's doing. That's one, and two, it just caught me by surprise that the two by Rod Wave, and it's like, wow, like, Kawhi, you listen to music? Like that. Now I'm
I
serious.
was
That's why I'm
taken
like, oh,
aback
you
too.
be on that? like you be on that? Oh, all right, but nah, it's different tiers. Braun will have Drake, Travis Scott. He got Rod Wave, and so it's different levels to what Braun be doing to most of these NBA players.
And JD, quick hitters, Sexton, Kyrie, and Kawhi. What are your thoughts?
All right, I'll tell you my thoughts right now.
Because we can't hear him and he doesn't know it. He needs to get out of that pool.
Hey, I'll tell.
All right, Shaq.
Jay's about to get electrocuted.
Yo, I don't know how I get muted. I don't know how I'm getting muted. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. And
All
no
right, bro.
shorts.
For some reason, the software just muted me. So, first of all, I don't think that Sexton's teammates are getting mad at him because other opponents are in his ear telling him they're not going to get the rock. They're not stupid. If they're not getting the rock, they know they're not getting the rock. They're going to be upset because of that, not because someone's chirping them. And it's not like that's not going to like make
Well,
it
it's
worse.
enhancing the situation, though.
It's not,
JD.
though. It's really not. Like, how mentally weak are you to be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, he really isn't passing me the ball. Like, nah, I just don't believe that for a second. What was the second one?
Kyrie getting fined for not
Mm,
speaking.
So to Dell's point, like, if you really were just like in a, just not feeling it, like, okay, you can get a pass for, one-off situations, but if you're just saying you're not going to do it, you're flat out not going to do it. This is what you signed up for. This is part of the job. This is how the NBA continues to make it
Jay,
interesting, right?
Jay,
Getting the players' takes,
Jay,
getting
Jay, why do you even? We come on here every week, and it's the same thing with Kyrie. Please save your breath for the bubbles and the water and the swimming after the
Hold on,
show.
Shaq. Hold on, Shaq. You're going to have your moment.
Enough. We don't got
Quick
it.
hit.
We hear this every time, Jordan. We know this, and Dale just sits here and defends this madness. It's unbelievable.
I didn't defend it just now.
Yeah,
though.
no. Every
Yeah,
week you come on here and you say, "Oh, this, and that. Oh, people shouldn't have to show up the job. Sometimes you don't want to be at work and you don't have to talk to the boss." Like, come on, enough, Kyrie. We know you want a Slim Reaper in 5. All right.
Jory, Spicy Jory, continue.
Oh, Shaq's always trying to stir it up.
Exactly.
No, but anyway, yeah, if you're just saying you're just flat out not going to do it, it's part of the job. You have to show up. It's in your contract. It's to help continue to push the NBA. It's to create storylines, and when you're getting reactions from players, like, you never know what you're going to get. You can get some very entertaining stuff. So like that's why it helps for for the NBA. So and then the Kawhi dipping his toes into like some music stuff. I always like when athletes, especially when they get into other stuff outside of sports, because if you're only just focusing on basketball in the moment and you don't have anything on the side, like if basketball is taken away from you tomorrow, what are you going to be doing? So the fact that he's like working on something, I don't know anything about what he's doing with the music stuff, but like I like the fact that he's trying to get into something else. It's cool.
Facts. Shaq.
No comment.
Word.
I predicted that a little bit. I promise you that.
You guys let
All
Kyrie
right.
get away with it, so I'm sure that I don't feel like being at work today, so I can do the same thing, right? No comment.
Oh my God, bro. No one defended that, but okay.
Dale
So name
literally
your
said
top
some
NBA.
people don't want to be at work sometimes. What is that? How is that not defending that?
That's not. No, bro. If it's like a
Okay,
one-off
no.
situation, like if I call in sick to work one time, they're gonna be like, okay, you're good. But if I do it, hey, I'm sick, and then the next day, hey, I'm sick again, and then the next day, you know what? Just not feeling good. Then it's an issue.
Okay.
Casual.
Casual. Hey, so Shaq was just recently on All the Smoke with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, and he picked his all-time dynasty teams, and he named the Spurs, the Lakers, 2017 Golden State. Who else did he name? He named some people. Oh, the Bulls too. How do you guys feel about that? Let me see. Let me get this list. Starting with you, Dale.
Well,
how do you feel about Shaq's all-time favorite list of dynasties?
I only think it's only. I put the Spurs in as a dynasty. I'll put his Lakers, and I'll put the Bulls. as good as the Warriors were, I don't think they're a dynasty. The only reason I have the Spurs have never won back-to-back championship, but they won 5 in a matter of like off one loss, one loss, one loss. They felt like a dynasty. Cleveland wasn't. The Warriors won 2. That you could say Steph had a dynasty, and this I wouldn't say KD because he didn't win the first one with them. I would say KD won back-to-back. But Steph was in the dynasty mode, 1-1 loss and then 1-2. Him, Draymond, Clay could have been in that dynasty mode, but KD just came, won his 2. If he never got hurt, then he would say his 3-peat was a dynasty. But yeah, I would only agree with the Spurs, the Lakers, and of course the Bulls, because normally dynasty is 3 in a row, and then you continue on from there. And only the Bulls and Kobe them did that.
Jory, how you feel about Shaq's list?
I agree with Dell's 3 for sure. Trying to round out the 5 because it depends on how you look at it. Are you looking at it as can they be together for a year and be considered a dynasty because of the caliber of players that were on there, or do they have to be together for several years with championships? Because I mean, that makes the most logical sense, right? The most dominating team for a span of, however many years. So that's why those 3 make sense. Man.
You could say Braun was a dynasty.
With the
alone.
Heat?
No, alone. Just going to 7 or 8 straight.
Of course. It's like I want to throw that Heat team in there, but yeah, this is difficult. I don't know. I only can think of those 3 as well without getting into like old school teams where my feelings on old school teams are gonna piss people off. So I'll just stay out of it.
Yeah, I agree with Dale. Also, that was a great take. I feel like if I had to choose one, I'll probably choose the Lakers. I feel like theirs was kind of the most dominant in the shortest span of time.
You think the Lakers were more dominant than the Bulls?
I mean, nah, probably not. Probably not. I wasn't even thinking of the Bulls. You're right with the Bulls. So I guess the Bulls are number 1, and I guess they potentially had 2 different types of dynasties.
Exactly.
So,
the GOAT.
Yeah.
6 and 8 years, and only the 2 because he went to play baseball. That's all.
That's a nice career.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. It's pretty intense.
I think that that
His
Kobe and Shaq Lakers team.
Intense.
I think that Kobe and Shaq Lakers team beats the '96 Bulls team in a best of 7.
I don't, because they're losing 6.
Well, like who's gonna guard Shaq though? Like honestly,
that's where it gets interesting for me. That's where it gets interesting for me because Kobe's gonna get his regardless of who's guarding him. He's gonna get his.
Let me say something.
Shaq is dominating.
He is right in that '96 playoffs. That Chicago Bulls team swept a 23, 24-year-old dominant Shaq.
Yeah, but what are we talking about here, Dale?
We're talking about 2003.
But Dell,
just like KD, just
like
KD got the gentleman's
hold on. But we can agree that Kobe Bryant is a completely different player than Penny Hardaway.
That's a fact. But the only reason I brought that up, Shaq, because Shaq did his job, and they still got swept. So when y'all say a 2003 or 2002, who's gonna stop him? They'll play if you know what I'm saying. They have a formula for stop someone that dominant and more in shape. You know what I'm saying? They had a formula already. That's what I'm saying. It's not about the age,
but
because when they talk about them, that what Shaq was going to, that OKC team losing as a baby, they don't ever really go to Kevin Durant because he averaged 31 and 7. What could you say? You know what I'm saying? What more? Yeah, he was a baby, but if he's grown up, what do you get in 33 and 8?
I don't think age. I don't think age has anything to do with it either. I think it's the team composition. I think it's a team
Exactly,
composition,
right.
and
But
especially if the Lakers have the guys who can spread the floor as well.
No,
Because
you
what they
guys are
had,
bugging.
what
It's the
Robert Horry,
mature.
you had
You
Derek
guys are.
Fisher who could shoot
but
from three.
No,
no,
But
Shaq,
no.
no,
It
but
is the
but
JD, you
because
gotta
maturity.
let Shaq
It
go.
is
You
the
gotta
it
let
is
Shaq
it is
speak.
it is the maturity of the situation. It's the same reason LeBron
Right.
couldn't win that first title. It's the same reason KD in the game couldn't win that first title because there's a maturation process in the NBA over time. So that's why you can't say, oh, a 24-year-old Shaq got swept because it isn't a 29-year-old Shaq with a whole different mentality and a whole different take on the game. And so
It wasn't. No, you see, when I said that, it wasn't about his age and him getting sweat. It was not his maturation. It was just the other team formula on him. That he was still very, very dominant. So him matured. We know Shaq is going to be dominant, but they
yeah,
know
but
how
it's a
to
mature Kobe
work
too.
around that.
So
You
you
said
can't.
what?
It's a mature Kobe too. Just like this year, it's a much more mature KD. That's why it's so scary. Because it's like Kyrie James, you guys can do whatever, but KD, he's been gaining power along the way, winning these championships. Not the illegal way, but the frowned upon way. So now he is a lot
Okay.
more scary. I'll agree with that. That's why I say it's the maturation process. I do think that Shaq and Kobe can beat MJ any of those years.
Like, but who
Potentially.
was guarding like
Potentially.
Shaq? Like Dennis Rodman? Like it's gonna make him frustrated or what?
This is what I'm saying. Whatever formula worked in '96, you know what I'm saying? It's like no one's gonna guard him. Basically, the team is gonna come up with something and do something to slow him down because you can't guard him. You just
Right.
can't. That's
Right.
what you just can't. So
So he
yeah,
kicks it out to Big Shot Rob or Fisher, and then they're draining it because you're gonna have to double him.
we'll see. All right, this is what I'm saying. You have Big Shot Rob in '96. They had Dennis Scott, Nick Anderson, two great shooters also. You know what I'm saying? And he got doubled in. I could go back and forth in the name. For Derek Fisher, you had Penny at the 1 or at the 2, and then you had guards like bringing up the ball. You had a Horace Grant on their team, so he could come for the what? Who's Samaki Walker? That was on that. He's on that Lakers team you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
Samaki
Right.
Walker. It Ron Harper. Like, come on. Like, and then you have a better Ron Harper on the team with Jordan. So I get what y'all saying in the Shaq dynamic, but it'll be pretty interesting.
Low key, I forgot about Harper though.
That's cool. I'll give you I'll give you what you need.
Your fix.
I'll give you the fix. I'll go down the roster a little bit.
Oh man.
Man, no nose Dell, love it. That's why you are the GOAT.
That's
one of the GOATs of the show. So let's keep it pushing. Buy or sell. Let's get it. We got Gambling Man here. Men, we're gonna start with. Let's start with you, Dell. Are you buying or selling Devin Booker as officially breaking the Kardashian curse?
I don't like this little curse stuff, but for the point of this, I'll go with no because we have to see what goes on in the playoffs. I'm gonna just stay there. I'm gonna just stay there.
If they make it out the first round,
huh?
If they make it out the
JD, are
first
you buying or
round,
selling?
I'm selling this for the same reason, bro. Let's see what happens in the playoffs. If he doesn't win a finals, then he's still cursed, right?
Not when the finals make a little noise. Not a 1-2 be so good and get swept like Dallas versus Golden State, or just lose in the first round like that. Sorry, JD.
No, I was trolling. I was trolling. I already know that the Suns aren't winning the finals, but yeah, they just have to play well enough in the finals or it's the playoffs. Sorry,
Mr. O'Neal.
I'm buying it. It is broken. Number 1 seed in the West, having an amazing year. Acquired CP3 out of nowhere. 8-0 in the bubble. There's been nothing but good coming from this relationship, so he might as well pop the question at this point.
Hey Shaq, but are you buying or selling Jordan Clarkson for $6 Man of the year? I'm definitely buying this.
I'm buying it. I'm buying it because they're not the same team without him. I feel like he makes them deeper. Of course, he makes them much more effective. And isn't this one of the guys that? Oh, okay. Never mind.
I know where you're going.
I'm not going to get mad.
JD, are you buying or selling?
I'm buying this. He's putting up almost 20 points a game for them, which is insane. But also, Jalen Brunson's getting overlooked a little bit. He makes a large impact for the Mavs coming off the bench.
That's a good. He does.
I mean, I'm not gonna get too crazy and say that I would put him as Sixth Man of the Year. But he is making a very strong impact on the Mavs, and it's fun to watch him. He plays with a ton of energy, a ton of confidence. He attacks the rack like he's 6'8", but he's like 6'1". I don't even know how tall he is. He's not a very big point guard in the league. So shout out to Jalen Brunson, bro. He's fun to watch.
All right, Dale.
Yeah, I'm buying it. I don't see who else you could have out there right now. I like Carmelo, what he's been doing off the bench, having a very, very good year. Top 10 all time in scoring, first ballot. Talk about it, Shaq.
I mean, the
Yeah,
standards are so low for first ballot for the Hall of Fame.
Wait, what?
The standards are very low for the Hall of Fame inductees. If computers decided, it would be a much different story. But you know how that goes.
Okay. I'm sorry, I just got to get in the Basketball Hall of Fame. You saying a person one and done in college, won the championship, McDonald's All-American, got snubbed from Rookie of the Year.
What does McDonald's All-American have to do with anything? Do you know how many McDonald's All-Americans are in the NBA?
It's your whole basketball career, not just NBA. That's why. So that's why I have something to do with it.
Okay.
So in high school,
no. I'm saying McDonald's All-American. That's not some crazy feat nowadays. Like, it wasn't then. It was also a popularity contest. The McDonald's All-American. Dale, what? So you're trying to tell me just
it's not a crazy feat,
bro? Just because
Shaq,
you went
are you serious?
What was that? What was that Brad Pitt movie with the bear? Yo, just because you get to the Oscars and you get nominated for all of these awards and you may or may not win one doesn't make it a good movie. Why? Because it's voted on by men who are very biased. So McDonald's All-American is I'm gonna pick you.
I think you're talking about Leo with Revenant.
Yeah. Leo.
No. I'll lead you to the right place. Don't worry about it.
It's fine. Keep going. As long as you know.
And two, McDonald's All-American is a huge thing, bro. Like seriously, it's a huge honor for a high school kid. It's like I've reached the pinnacle of being one of the top 24 players in high school.
So the same with Giannis's MVPs, right? Because we're fair on this show.
That mean?
So it means he deserves his credit as being one of he's an instant Hall of Famer. He's one of the best ever played the game, back-to-back MVPs, according to your logic.
No, that's not according to my logic at all.
Okay,
it has nothing to do with my logic.
So is Giannis one of the best players to ever play basketball?
He could go down to be for sure.
No, right now, in this moment, right now, if we just stop playing basketball, will he go down as one of the greatest to ever play?
Maybe top, I want to say 40, maybe. I don't know.
Out of those top 40, who has won back-to-back MVPs?
I don't know.
I know.
What is that?
I know.
Because
it's the same with Carmelo. It's a guy literally at McDonald's and there's some committee saying we're gonna choose him just because he had a better year than a bunch of high schoolers. And where are all his peers?
Hold on, Shaq. You literally just ruined your argument about Giannis's MVP when you said a bunch of people voting on someone for an award.
That's the point that I'm making. That's the point that I'm making.
That's his point.
That's the point that I'm making.
But Shaq, this is where you're wrong at though. You can't compare this MVP because that's just one winner. McDonald's All-American is an honor to 24 players, bro.
I agree.
It's 24 players. It's like knocking an all-star for being an all-star.
No,
it's just
because
24
you're
players.
missing my point. So I'm saying right now, publicly on the show, you need to say Giannis is one of the greatest players of all time. No top any of this. He's one of the most.
Why?
Because according to your because it's the same logic that you have. Because Carmelo Anthony's a McDonald's Player of the Year. He's all of a sudden this.
I never said him. I didn't say
you're adding it. You're adding it to his credentials.
I said on his resume,
like high
he has
school,
McDonald's All-American.
Bro.
He has national championship, and he has a snub for Rookie of the Year, and he's a top 10 scorer ever in the NBA.
And how many first team All NBAs?
I don't know. I don't know how much he has.
It gets
Damn, we were really trying to test Dale's knowledge.
It gets foggy.
I know how much he has. That's why I'm laughing, but I'm not doing this with you. He's like, I can't believe he's really knocking Melo as a Hall of Famer. It's kind of wild. But when you got people like, because Steve Nash back-to-back, and you got Mitch Richmond in the Hall of Fame. Like, come on now. Like, we're not doing this. We're not.
All right, let's keep it pushing.
I never said he wasn't a Hall of Famer. I said his career is extremely overrated.
Now, Cat wants to be traded to a different team. Are you guys buying it or selling it? Let's start with
he wants to go to the Knicks. I'm buying it. Let's get out. He wants to go back with Leon Rose. I was his agent coming out of high school. Now he's the GM of the Knicks. Him, D'Lo, Dev Booker all signed with Leon Rose coming out of college. And now Leon Rose is the Knicks GM. They've been still texting like, yo, I'm trying to get to you. I want to get back to Jersey. Whoop-de-woo. Jimmy Butler don't like me. He said it again. Everybody heard it.
Yo, Jimmy Butler's
Spicy Jory.
Of course, everyone who plays in Minnesota wants to get out. This isn't surprising. Nobody wants to be there. The guy that, especially anyone who doesn't get any playing time, they for sure don't want to be there. So.
It's too cold, Shaq.
Yeah, no, I'm buying this. You got to get up out of there. It's the same way Giannis kind of got to get up out of Milwaukee. It just some things need to happen. This is one of them.
Hey, so Jory, so Luka, are you buying or selling? Luka will avoid a 1-game suspension by not receiving one more technical.
Of course he will avoid it because he's a smart man, high IQ guy. He knows that, they're kind of on the fence here. They need to not win out, but they definitely need to win some games here down the stretch to make sure that they don't end up in the play-in. I think they're sitting at about 5th in the West right now. So if they keep winning, we'll be chilling and we'll laugh at the Lakers in the play-in tournament.
Mr. Casual, are you buying or selling?
Man, I am selling this. I think if they are safe, he's going to get that last technical to get the suspension out of the way so he can wild out in the playoffs. The fact that there's
it restarts anyway.
Oh, it restarts on the playoffs. So then, yeah, so it doesn't even matter. The fact that there's even an amount that you should get, it should be, if you get a tech, you're automatically suspended 1 game. That'll make things interesting. Or it should be if you get a tech, there's no consequences. So what are you saying, NBA? You can go all the way up to the line but not cross it? I don't know.
Right.
All right.
It's a
Dale?
weird dynamic.
Luka has been more demonstrative and emotional this year. It's like I guess it comes with it. He's been a little extra little flary, but I honestly believe he'll get the text just because of that. He's just been a little extra flary. It's like a little more sensitive, a little 1-2.
He was going crazy in that Nets game that he couldn't talk to the refs. I thought he was gonna explode mid-court.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I seen him like almost rip his jersey off just because, like, you know what I'm saying.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help that he gets so emotional about himself, like missing shots and having a bad play. It's like
especially when he's shooting that high of a clip.
Right, and that's the thing with Luka though. It's like he just feels like it's his joint now. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows that he's one of them boys. So now he feel like the ref. Like I get it. I'm from Europe. Y'all didn't get it, but now y'all get it because y'all see what I do. Like now y'all need to really get it and give me some calls. Like come on, like cut it out. Because Luka been getting me tight lately. Me and Shaq be on the 1-2, and he normally get 10 dimes in his sleep, but he's like, Luka, now you getting 7, 8. It's like, what's up?
You relaxing too much.
He's heaving all them threes.
Like, come on. So, like, let's make this paper, Luka.
I hear that.
All right. So, Dell, let's keep it on you. Are you buying or selling flex cloud culture? I don't know what it is. Maybe you can educate me. Lead me, brother. Lead me.
I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what this is.
Me either.
Are you
who's buying his chain? I don't know the jewelry game. I don't like. I could lead you somewhere, but I need to see a little bit of light.
I like where you're going.
A little bit of light, and this is just wow.
So from what I'm seeing, it's like back in the bling bling. When we had that back in the day.
Seeing, you should have cut by and sell at 4.
Shout out to the producers.
Crazy
JD, are you buying or selling flex or clout culture? Of course you are.
I mean, I'm selling flex and clout culture, but like there's a difference. Like you can do this in a very tasteful manner, right? You can post stuff that you like that maybe you didn't have access to before, and now that you're successful you get these things, and you can post it in a tasteful manner of like, look what I worked hard for to get. But then there's also kind of ways that you could rub people the wrong way with how you flex on social media with like, look at my chain, what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Sound like Dave
But
Chappelle.
there's also it's very good marketing to be very into the flex and clout culture. So it's hard to knock it when you put it in that sense, but I'm not a fan.
Yeah,
Shaq.
I agree with Jory in the pool. I'm not necessarily a fan of it. Man, I just feel like it sets a horrible precedent and bad example to people who aren't millionaires on what to spend their money on. But hey, whatever you want to spend your money on, that's on you, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah, start flexing your Robinhood account.
Right. Or
Let's see
Dogecoin.
what companies you're investing in. Flex that.
Oh, look at
Spicy.
look
That's
at
spicy, Jory.
Jory. Yeah, look at
Come on.
Jory.
Come on. I want to know how many Tesla shares you got. How much Dogecoin you own.
All right, so it's time for halftime. Get your water, get your popcorn. Today's J Award will be Best Dressed NBA Player.
Hootie
And
hoo.
yeah,
I,
I'm gonna really
I'm
get in my
surprised
bag
Beat
on
the
this one. I
Dell
hope you
wasn't
guys do
fast yet.
too. What you say?
What happened to my Beat the Dell? What y'all waiting on? Shaq, you really trying to just stir the pot that much?
I was holding it back for time restraints. I can't believe
That was
Chadwick
nasty,
got
bro.
crucified in
That
the manner
was-
that he did.
Unbelievable that you would pull some crap like that.
We back?
Yeah. We back.
Let's get it. Time for Beat the Dell. Dell, are you ready?
No, not at all.
If I butcher these names, help out
That's
chat
fine.
and
We're
Shaq
running the
and
prediction
JD.
right now.
Chat, you guys are gonna like this one.
Boom, boom, ba-da-da,
You
boom,
guys are gonna like this one.
boom, ba-da-da,
Oh.
They're gonna see a 2.5 over and under and be like, "What? Yeah, that was about to get that," not knowing what's about to be sprung upon me.
They have no idea.
Chat go under. Look, everyone's over. I can see that 100%. Don't do it.
2.5 was super.
No.
That was
Under,
super
chat.
gimme.
Chat, listen to me. Go under. I'm telling you, go
Go
Gonna
under.
be
All right.
nasty. This is
I don't
gonna
think
be
they're that
nasty.
nasty.
Of course, you don't think they're nasty. You pay attention.
Think they're nasty.
All right.
All right,
I'm
ready
ready.
for question number 1.
Who led the EuroLeague in scoring this season? A. How you say it, Alexi? Sheev? Come on.
Oh,
Jordan, Lloyd, Mike James, or come on, guys, with these names. Dale, you see him.
no, you gotta say it. Come on.
Nah.
Nemanja Nedovic.
There you go. See, you played in the league, you know.
I still
Jay. A.
don't know this one.
A is pronounced Alexei Shved.
Thanks, sir.
He played in the league for a little bit.
See, you know more than I know, JD.
I think he played on the Suns?
No, he
No,
was the
Knicks.
Timberwolves and the Knicks. Knicks and Timberwolves.
Knicks. I remember Orange.
He had a
Yeah,
wild
Knicks
play.
and Timberwolves. Damn, this is tough.
All right. The chat has spoken. Dale, do you want to hear the chat's answer? Do you just want to?
Never. I'm going Mike James just because he was cooking up. I like Lloyd too, but I feel like he wasn't missing free throws. But I'm gonna go Mike.
Lloyd's actually like a 90% free throw shooter. The chat
Right.
also chose Mike James. The correct answer, of course, is Alexei Shved.
Perfect.
So we're still at 0-0.
chat.
We're still at 0-0. Question number 2.
Who has averaged the most points per game over their entire career? Alfonso Ford, Mike James. Wow.
Oh, chat is
That
gonna
list.
roast you if you don't get this one.
Spanulis. There you go,
There
Spanulis.
you go.
Alexi.
I'm gonna pick A just because I know the EuroLeague award is just named after him. So I don't. That's all. That's why I'm gonna go with A. Anything else? I don't know if the chat finished yet, but I don't want you to ask me. I'm just going A. I know that little tidbit.
Let's see what's cooking with the chat.
Yeah, it was pretty unanimous there.
A. Alfonso Ford is the correct answer. So that's one for Dale, one for the chat. Let's keep it going. Oh, you ready, Jay?
Yep.
Oku's been playing well.
Question playing well.
Number.
Which team is the EuroLeague's defending champs? Real Madrid, Barcelona, CSKA, or EFs?
Nah.
How do you say D?
Cheska and Ephes.
Ephes, okay. EFs.
EFs.
Yes, come
CSKA was fire.
I'm gonna go C.
EFs. Wow.
Yes.
Man. That is fire. EFs.
EFs.
EF's been playing well. Dang. All right, I'm ending the poll, Shaq.
Okay.
Who you going with, Dale?
We got.
I said it. I said I'm going C.
Dale went Cheska. Chat went Cheska. The correct answer is Cheska. Let me know when you're ready for question number 4.
Ready when you are.
After Spanoulis, who is the next all-time leading scorer of the EuroLeague?
That's fire.
Oh, I haven't
This
heard
is
Juan
fire.
Carlos in a minute.
That's fire. This is tough.
Well, are you going to read off the names, Jay?
Nah, bruh. Like, come on.
I'm pick. I'm
Nando?
gonna just go A. I don't even know. Lonzo still hooping. C hooping. Sergio still hooping. I feel like I would have heard that, so I'm gonna go A.
How you pronounce Sergio's last name? Lula?
Sergio Lou.
Lou.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good one.
See? Okay.
You don't know how to say Navarro?
No, I said his name. Like, he played in the States. Like, I know who
You
that
said
is.
Juan Carlos, but you didn't say Navarro.
JD, when I see you, fam.
Let's
when
go,
I see
bro.
you in
You.
person.
You're getting dunked on.
Nah.
All right,
Yo.
chat.
What is that,
Chat
Georgios?
seems to chat went A, Dale went A. Also correct again. I told you it wasn't that hard. We ready for question number 5?
Yeah.
This is the last question.
This is the
Bonus
last
question,
normal question. Then there's bonus.
Which city will host the EuroLeague Final Four this year? Istanbul?
B.
Oh. What is the B? I said
Cologne.
Cologne, just like Cologne? Oh, okay. Barcelona and Madrid.
Damn, Jay.
This one's gonna go down to the bonus question.
No, I won already. The bonus doesn't matter. I'll get all ties.
The bonus question.
All right. They got it.
Okay, are we ready for the bonus question?
Yes, sir.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Ooh. Has how many brothers? A1, B2, C3, or D4?
C. Unless the Greeks might know his long lost, but I forgot.
It's a strain,
Right.
brother.
I know 3 that be in the pictures.
The chat is overwhelmingly on D. The correct answer is actually D. He does have 4 brothers. He has a 4th brother who's a rapper.
Oh, that's what's up.
And he played football.
Nice.
Yeah.
Why he don't be on Antetokounmpo TV?
I think he's doing his own thing. He's European side. He's not stateside. He's chilling.
Right.
Okay. Moving along.
Oh, Koo's been playing well.
Oh, Cool's been playing.
Oh,
Is it
well.
time for Go Talk?
Yeah, let's hit this. Let's knock this go talk out.
Let's get it. Best NBA crossover of all time. From the clips. We got the clips though.
Yeah, we got the clips, but who's going first?
I'll go first.
Boom.
Who? Whew.
Mm. Mm.
You know, we was just talking about AI and busting the moves. You know, he got some legendary one, only one with a crossover that had to change the rule of basketball.
That's
But
tough.
this little 1-2 number is literally a 1-2 number 1-2 and 2 drops. 1-2, 2 drops. Like I don't know if
Oh,
you ever
boy.
see one that somebody really dropped twice, but one. And no, like that was. I'm gonna go with AI against Antonio.
What's the
Davis.
crab walk game? That boy was crab walking.
That's tough.
That's wild. Like that's different right there. Like that's
The,
totally
the
different
hands
right
up
No,
there.
at the end of the clip
when-
is tough.
when I was going through the archives, this was the one I was originally gonna pick because he gets him twice. It's like, dang,
Yeah,
this is a lot
yeah.
going on in one
It's a
video
very
here.
much one.
That second slip was
Like
insane.
this, if the one could do it, but the second drop is like a dance. It's like the right touch, then the left
He got him.
touch.
He got him playing Twister, bro.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
It's kind of like when Steph had did CP3. He did kind of like the same thing though. But this was nasty.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah, right.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
was
right,
nastier
right.
than the CP3 one. For sure. The CP3 one was insane,
God.
though.
But the one that AI did on Jordan wasn't this good right here.
Nah,
At all.
Obviously.
No. It was just more impactful because it was against Mike.
Right.
This right
Yeah.
here is different.
Ooh. Slippery when wet.
Yeah, I could watch this video all day.
Yeah.
Like, why would he fall twice?
Bro,
Slippery
it's
when
like get
wet.
up
He
first.
should
before
he
you
should have
start
just
moving
stayed down.
feet.
Oh,
Dang.
Nah, that's wild. Who next?
Yeah, he's hitting the Twister for sure. Oh baby, we got D Rose on Andre Miller in Philadelphia. I love this crossover because if you look at Andre Miller's foot, he quite literally, if he didn't, I don't know what happened here, but it looks like he broke his ankle. Like he for sure had to have sprained it because he turns over. That ankle rolls over. But what I love about crossovers that make people fall in, especially when there's no contact, like the people who get hyped over a cross where they, like Michael Jordan in the Utah game, he gets his hand on the guy's hip and he gives a little push off, right, and then crosses. It's still a great cross and it's an impactful move, but I like it when you break somebody like this without making any contact. Like it just makes it that much more enjoyable to watch. So that's the one for me.
Yeah, that's nuts,
He
too.
really broke his ankle, bro.
D Rose is really turning Andre around in the 3 or 4 years that they were battling. Well, 2 or 3 years. He had a lot of moves on Andre. I went with James on Mr. Johnson.
Oh,
And what makes it so crucial is Teodosic coming from the corner trying to save face. My man Johnson knew exactly what it was when it went up, stopped him on the dime, and it was just the ankle was not strong enough. Usually you will be able to recover from things like that. But if you're on the greatest crossover mix, it's because your body let you down. And his body failed him right there. And
That left
Johnson-
ankle.
And Johnson is my guy, actually. But he knew in all fun that this was a killer move. He knew what type time it was. But the real time of 2 seconds in an NBA game, that is not that long. So the fact that he's waiting there for 2 or 3 seconds, it just makes it even more insane. The Fortnite meme, it just gets bad. It just gets bad.
bro,
James
he broke his ankle so bad that I think he might have broke his knee. Like you see his knee
that
bending
was
like
tough.
that.
Yeah.
That was career-ending type voodoo right
Absolutely.
there. So Johnson.
Hey,
Yeah.
Johnson need the. Hey, Johnson, he needs this joint.
You
Hey,
need to
but to be honest, if you play in the NBA long enough and
You're
you
gonna get it.
you get stuck on somebody like that, you're bound to get your ankles broke. It's
Yeah,
like
you're gonna get it.
it's not like as embarrassing as they make it out to be. Like it's just bound to happen. There's so many games. It's like you're gonna slip and fall one of these times. You're gonna get caught.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Dang. Ooh.
All right. So is the Nets chemistry going to be a problem come playoff time? Let's start with Dell.
No, I don't think so. They're going through a little. Well, they got a big win last night. Um, you lose some games. Now it's chemistry. Now it's this. Now it's that. It's gonna be hard. Not hard. I think just like KD is, James Harden is just seamless. Also, like I always said from the beginning when they came together, it's gonna be how James and Kyrie meshes. But with Kyrie moving to two and with James playing, he knows he's just more of a scorer. Just worry about scoring. It was looking easier. James gonna just come and just fit right back in. I don't think like you've been seeing, Katie could sit out 3 to 4 months and just roll out of bed and put up like he's been playing regularly. It's just every set is the same. Everything goes on the same on every team. So I don't think it'll be a problem if Blake could play and shoot like how he did last night. I know he won't get those many opportunities, but just being like that, that would be good also. So I don't think chemistry will be a problem at all.
JD.
I think they'll be fine come playoff time. I don't think chemistry is going to be the issue. Defensive matchups are going to be the issue, being able to get out on threes and being able to clog the paint. They're just small. Without DeAndre Jordan on the floor, they're pretty small. Not to say that you can't do it, because Golden State has proved that you can. The Rockets had a great run, last year, 2 years ago, with a small lineup. So it's not that it's impossible to win like that, but it definitely makes it harder. So I don't think it's going to be chemistry that's going to hurt them so much as it could just be matchups.
Check.
Oh man, I don't see it happening. I don't see them winning the finals. Everything is going to be predicated on Kyrie, who has proven he is not reliable in certain situations, not on the court, but off the court. As long as Kyrie keeps his nose clean, I do see them going to the finals and potentially winning the entire thing this year. But, I mean, it's an amazing super team.
All right, we're going to keep it pushing. All right, so now it's time for the J Awards, Best Dressed NBA Player.
Super
Let's
team.
get it.
Amazing super team.
Yeah, you see, he's holding back because he's trying to get to Mother's Day.
I think I'm
All
first, right?
Who's going first?
I think I'm first. I think I was last when I lost with Batman. No, JD was
I'm
last
third.
with his pops, right?
I'm
Yeah.
third. I know I'm third.
No, I think Dell went last. I went second
Okay,
because
so
I
first.
followed up Shaq's little performance.
Right.
So Jay's first.
Right. So
Dell's first.
this was honestly this was very tough. This was a very tough. I had to go through a lot of thought process. I was last to send my name in because the low fruit left. But one thing about this one, it was like best dressed NBA player. So it's weird because it's like, is it because of the popularity? Is
Yo,
it because
what's
of you
going
seeing
on
all
with this
that?
soliloquy? Like, don't
No,
preface
But
us.
no.
Like,
I wish we could have had visuals on this one, though.
Yeah, because a lot of outfit people are gonna pick or the player they're gonna pick is just because of the name and how loud they made the brand. Just throwing some jabs at my counterpart two picks. But me personally, I'm just gonna go with PJ Tucker because off the court and on the court, everybody's looking at PJ Tucker's closet to see what he's doing, what he got on his feet, what he's wearing. So as an NBA player to get your own shoe collab with a high end designer, to get it with like Converse, to get it with wherever, you have to be doing something in the fashion world. So everybody know he's a kicks god. Everybody call him. They damn what PJ have on. Reading articles of sneakers that he have, and then off the court is like, damn, like PJ, you just don't stop. So in terms of best dress, in terms of clothing, I'm gonna go with PJ Tucker and how he just represents sneakers and what that has brought to the table.
Okay, that's a good pick. Yep, he stays in his bag. Who's next?
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do something so eloquent as that because this is so far out of my lane.
Dale was just talking in circles. He said the same thing 6 times.
You know what?
Shaq, I love you,
really
bro. I'm not diving into this today.
I don't
He's
even,
a little nervous. He's a little nervous.
I don't even know how to present this. I have no fashion sense.
Wait, JD, stand up for a minute. JD, stand up.
Quite literally swagless.
Oh, Koo's been playing
well. So my pick is Draymond Green because every time that I've seen him walking through the tunnel, he's been wearing something. He just cleans up nice. He's wearing some dapper clothing. He just looks nice. He's good looking, good dressed, well dressed guy.
Yo, Jay.
Right. Yo, go ahead, Shaq, go.
This is a nasty J award.
I'll take my L.
Oh man. Yo, listen. That low hanging fruit.
Deal with that.
That was nasty. That is 2 misses in a row.
He's watching, by the way, now too. So you can
shout out to Papa
you can get your beef off, Del.
The good old John. Yo, John, Mr. John Deal. If you are in the audience, you are in attendance. You are Jay Diesel's superhero.
Right.
So, wow. Anyways, yeah. I'm not going to go with the low-hanging, misleading fruit that Dell went with PJ Tucker. He's literally only known for his shoe closet, not for his outfits.
And that's
these are facts.
That's a big part of. But go ahead.
It 100% is, but it's not the just because you. Come on now.
You see, Shaq, we're not gonna do this because I'm ready for it because I know who you're about to pick, and you hate the way this person dresses. Like you hate it with a passion.
I'm picking Russell
Westbrook.
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
And first off, you talk about a guy that pushes the envelope, not afraid of what anybody says. He makes his own standards. Actually created his own clothing line. What else is there to do? He's at Fashion Week with Anna Wintour. Hey, he's out posing for Vogue with Anna Wintour, who is notoriously known as one of the heads in the fashion industry. She loved him so much.
Do you like how he dressed?
Yes, I love that.
Do you like
yes.
Do you like how he dressed?
Yes. And here's the thing. I don't like everything that
JD,
he's in.
pull up the tape. JD, pull up the tape.
I don't like everything everybody wears. Like who likes every outfit that somebody puts on? But the most consistent and the person that pushes the boundaries. No, I don't. And pushes the boundaries the most is Russell Westbrook. He's known as Mr. Fashion in the NBA. Look it up. Google it.
That's what's up. For real. Okay.
Yeah. I gotta go with okay, let's address JD. I'm looking at Draymond right now, and he got a couple fits though. Like, I mean, cool for Draymond. But when I'm thinking about fashion, like y'all could have went with Kelly Oubre. Y'all could have went with you know what I'm saying, like a couple different ones.
Jay, also, if you don't pick based on the presentation, I'm going to be upset.
Because your presentation.
You talking about your presentation?
No, I know that I'm last in this, but I know who had a better presentation.
Wow, that shot's fired.
Yeah. And PJ Tucker, right? Like shoe game crazy, but when I'm thinking of fashion, like when you put a fit together, you think like, okay, what shoe am I gonna wear? That's probably how you do it, huh, Dale? Because you're a sneakerhead, right?
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah. So, but when you're thinking of fashion, you got to go with Westbrook, though. Like, come on, like he's coming with it.
The gap.
He's coming with it. Like but PJ Tucker's is tough. His shoe game is tough, but not overall fashion. But he is the GOAT of shoes, though, for sure.
Right. No, I agree with it. It's just
But
I don't agree with it. Shaq picking it because I know Shaq personally, and he hates
no,
everything
Shaq wouldn't wear what Westbrook.
No, it's not about he hates
I like
it.
that Westbrook's not a mannequin guy.
Westbrook is the high end.
No, he's
Kyle
mix and
Kuzma.
match. No, he's not. No, he's not.
He's
That's
high
how you
end
don't
Kyle
know.
Kuzma. Are you serious? We're not gonna do this.
No, Westbrook does not only wear designer. He does not. That's putting him in a
No,
box.
I
He's
mean
Mr.
like he dressed like Kyle Kuzma, just more extreme, like wow and loud. Kyle
Okay,
Kuzma's
yeah,
on that
because he
same
pushes the
wavelength.
envelope the same way Kanye does, and we praise him for that.
I don't think Kanye pushes the envelope.
I think he does really hard, actually.
JD, you could have said
Thanks for my J award.
Iguodala too, though. Like,
I,
You know what I'm
personally, I
saying?
don't think it should matter so much as to who you say, so much as the facts that you bring. But
And you brought
no,
Draymond Green. I'll go to that IG page right now and have a field day.
man, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah,
He dressed like he from the Midwest though, like for real.
hold on, did you pick the winner?
Yeah, Russ.
Who was it? So I have a question.
Shy can actually dress really
Let's say Dell and I gave like a 45-second great presentation, and Shaq, all he says is Russell Westbrook. Who are you
Is that
picking
what
to
I
win
did?
the award?
Russ.
what
Because
happened?
here's the thing though, like
It's okay.
I
I'm
know.
never doing J awards ever again.
Listen, I know Dale knows fashion.
Right.
Like Dale, and
I
he's a
think
sneakerhead.
I think Russ was the winner there for sure. I
Yeah,
think
like
Russ was the winner
that was
there for sure.
was easy.
Because
Like
Yes.
it was worded wrong though. I think best dressed it should have been most fashion. Because I don't think Russ is the best dressed. But when you're thinking of fashion, it is Russ. And I knew how he would win because of pushing the envelope, et cetera, et cetera.
100%. I'm just trying to figure out the
Russ
criteria
is for
to
sure
win
the
this thing.
winner though.
You are trying to figure out the criteria to win? Really?
Yeah.
Jordan?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm just wondering how prepared I have to come to these
Well,
things.
clearly the last 2 weeks you haven't been prepared at all.
well, he
Shut
won
up.
with his dad, so we're not counting that one. We giving
No,
that to
He picked
No.
we giving it to Dale. You gonna give it up? Because I was bogus for that though.
Yeah,
He
but
did.
I'm not giving anything up.
Yeah, if
Okay.
I'm not winning, this is the J Awards for a reason.
Do the
For sure.
Grammys take back their awards and give it to someone else?
Yeah, so
I feel like they should though.
They did. Moonlight.
They took it away?
No, they gave it to someone first, and
Oh yeah,
They
yep.
read
I
it
remember
wrong.
that. Yep. All right. So the Olympics is banning all Black Lives Matter apparel.
yo, this is wicked.
That's crazy.
yeah, this is nasty.
Yeah, let's go in on it. Let's start with Shaq.
They need a casual award. Like, this is such a casual take. I don't know who is the head of this committee just in the office thinking that this is a great idea and that it's not going to create backlash, but it's clearly somebody who hasn't been oppressed or hasn't felt it, because you would know that this is the Olympics. Like, are you kidding me? If there's a social injustice, this is the stage it's supposed to be on, the world, view of at the highest level. But I mean, I think it's going to get changed, but somebody missed the mark here.
Yeah, but do you guys feel, Shaq, do you feel like the athletes that are participating will still do whatever? Because they're not getting paid for this.
Yeah, exactly. I think somebody's going to take a stand. If they get eliminated from the Olympics,
For
so
sure.
be it. Like, it's the Olympics. Like, of course, it's the highest level if you win, but nobody remembers second, third, fourth. It's just oh man, I got so many
It's
takes
sad.
on the Olympics, but this is crazy. This is wild. Why can't I speak my truth? But you guys can manipulate a situation. What do you guys want it to be? Just about sports? Is that how we're doing it? It's the Olympics. You literally have a torch that gets carried around from country to country. Like, what is this?
Right.
Tap
I
in,
want to
JD.
know.
Oh, go ahead,
know
Dale.
when they say banned, like if they're checking suitcases, because what if someone just wears a shirt? Then what happens? Regardless, are they disqualified? Like, what are the repercussions? Because that's out. Like if it say Black Lives Matter attire, what if someone just changed the word and manipulate the situation? And I hope something like that happened. But I don't know why people step out of their way to like cancel stuff. Like, it's not hurting anyone. Like, this is not hurting anyone. So what, like, your reason for wanting to stop this is because of what? You know what I'm saying? Like, when y'all sitting in the office at the round table Olympics, let's ban Black Lives Matter shirts
We'll get TV
because
views. We'll get more views.
because we'll get more views, and because all the rioters and whoever's in Black Lives Matter, they're gonna fly to Tokyo or China, wherever the Olympic is, and come over there and do it. No, it's not happening. So I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. Like, I truly don't get it. So it's like it was weird reading this. It's like, and I want to see if the top NBA players that was subject to go, if any of them back out because of this, because that would be, like, nah, I'm good on that, etc. Because then that would be a
That's
step
gonna put
forward.
pressure on them.
Yeah, for sure.
JD.
All right, I have a couple things. So the first one is to kind of piggyback off of Dell's last thing that he said, is that imagine if enough competitors stood side by side and protested the Olympics, either by going to the Olympics and wearing the apparel and supporting the movement, or just by not participating, period. There's that. Second, Stavros in the chat says, I think it's logical. The Olympics has been neutral forever. I don't think it's that illogical. So and this is one of my biggest pet peeves with social movements, is that there are people who will try to make it, they try and combine it as like a political thing. This is not political. This has nothing to do with politics. What does my skin color have to do with politics? This is social. So this everybody can get behind this. This doesn't matter what side you're on politically. Doesn't matter who you vote for. Doesn't matter what you believe in. This is, everyone should believe in treating everyone equally. White people, black people, Mexican people, Asian people. Literally insert any person on the planet here. So the fact that you say you can't wear something so simple as just Black Lives Matter, it's just, like you were saying, it's so weird that they wouldn't be able to do something so as simple as that.
But my question for all of you guys, what's the purpose of the Olympics, right? The world coming together, right? That's the whole purpose of it. And then you're going to say, like, this group can't express whatever. Like, they're not violent. They're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just making a statement of inequality. Like, whoa, really?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Crazy.
And I just want to, Stavros, he said it's logical. They've always been that way. That's not true. Because you have to understand, when it started, blacks couldn't go to Olympics, and then we had to weasel our way through there. When the Star Spangled Banner came out, it was, if you listen to the words and stuff, it was written in a time of racism and all that stuff, and the racist America. That's another thing, and this is why I think was it Jesse Owens, the picture of the person winning Olympics with the fist and all that stuff? Like, this is why stuff like that is revered, because at that time he was running and getting booed and doing all that stuff. So that's something is that logical? It's not logical at all. So, like, that's how you could differentiate. This is a time to, like, damn, the Olympics is really taking a stand. They could have come out of this looking actually better. The money they wanted, they could have come out this with a more. So I don't think it's logical. I think that for sure the Olympics pick sides of who they think is the winning side, and that's why back then blacks wasn't allowed, and then they could have not allowed no more because they became like the best athletes in the world, and you want them in your event, and now it's like.
But let me ask you this though, Dell. Like, if you take all the blacks out of the Olympics, what do you have?
1940s.
Right. But then, like, and I'm not trying to be like, I'm just really trying to have a conversation.
No,
it's
true. It's true. No, I get it.
They're not competing. Like, people don't pay to watch the Olympics. You're paying for sprinters. You're that's, you know what I'm saying? That's where the ad dollars go. Like, you're paying to see the 100.
No, for
you're
sure.
paying to see long jump.
For sure. And that's what I want to see. I want to see the drawback, and I want to see who honestly, because if they all back out, it's going to be hard. But if you can you imagine that? That would be
That's a
be
power
wicked.
move for sure.
That's for sure a power move.
You
Because you spit in our face basically for nothing.
you would
It's like,
also probably see the committee make a quick change, like well, now we can allow it, and like see how hypocritical they are.
right.
Let's keep it pushing. Good takes, fellas. It's time for another quick hitter. Players who you thought were going to be superstars, but biggest letdowns. We got Tyreek Evans, Michael Beasley, OJ Mayo, Rudy Gay, Dennis Smith Jr., and Andrew Wiggins. To me, I think Andrew Wiggins probably is the biggest letdown.
Yeah.
Are we serious? Nah, I got what? Andrew Wiggins?
Yeah, to me, because
right,
he was up here so high. He was up here so high. Like, Dale, come on, think about it. Let me walk you through this. His level of coming into the league, of what was put on his shoulders, his fall from grace. Granted the situation, I'm not saying it was all Andrew Wiggins' fault. That was a generational talent right there, though. No matter any way you try
to. Do you know from 2012? I think what draft was Andrew Wiggins in 12 or 13?
Not sure.
No one in his draft class has scored more points than him.
That Dale, come on, man.
No,
it was a bad draft
Dale.
class.
No.
Like, what is that on us? So, like, that's our fault.
No one. He's averaged 20 points.
Yeah, but he's gotten up the most.
The last on some games he's 50, 40, 90.
Why isn't he all NBA first team, second team, third team? Where are all these accolades that you used as a barometer for Hall of Famers and Carmelo Anthony? Where are those same tallies for Andrew Wiggins?
We're calling Andrew Wiggins Hall of Famer? No, we're not.
We're not.
So that you can't bring that up.
But
so
you
that
just
makes
said he
no
averaged
sense
20.
in saying that.
You just said he averaged 20. That's
because
your reason.
Because y'all are talking like he's a slouch. Like y'all bring up Tyreek Evans, Mike Beasley, Dennis Smith Jr., and y'all go to the NBA player that's still playing meaningless and still having a very
who's
good.
Your pick?
He has a very good career
Who's
and
your
have
pick?
a very good season this year.
That's
who y'all went to as the most let down.
Who is your pick?
Dell. Also, there's a couple more names on this list. They put OJ Mayo and Rudy Gay.
You think? I don't even think Rudy Gay should be up there.
I don't either.
You think Andrew Wiggins' hype was bigger than Rudy Gay? Was bigger than OJ Mayo? You think
OJ Mayo? Yeah.
You think Wiggins was more hyped than OJ Mayo?
They were
Facts.
similar. I can't go either way, but they were similar. They were similar.
OJ Mayo was
similar, bro.
Was out of this
Similar.
world. Stop it.
They were similar. So
no,
is Andrew
it's
Wiggins,
no way.
bro. So Andrew Wiggins wasn't hyped. So is Andrew Wiggins second on
like
that list?
OJ?
Is he second on that list?
Not like OJ.
Is he second on that list?
I think OJ.
Who was Wiggins compared to?
Hyped. The same person OJ was, LeBron James.
That's fine. That is fine.
Exact same person.
It's the same with Brandon Jennings, who also it's the same with a lot of cats. Ricky Rubio. The hype was insane for all of these guys around that time.
And out of you saying Andrew Wiggins, I cannot believe that from and then watch when Clay comes back, how easy it is for Andrew Wiggins. Like, yeah, he wasn't the LeBron dominant figure that everybody thought, but he's bro. If you look at his numbers, it's like okay, but that happens. That happened. What happened to Anthony Bennett? He was a number one pick. Where is he?
True. That's good.
Y'all going with Andrew Wiggins is like both of y'all had Shaq. Wow, I'm totally surprised by you.
We probably should have had what's Odin? Greg Oden on there.
But he got injury derailed him. We're going
Andrew Bynum.
We're going based off of the list that was presented.
Andrew Bynum didn't have a height though. Yeah, I think it's he didn't have a height. He became, people was like, oh wow, he started cooking and then he, you know what I'm saying? But
Wiggins'
his
hype
came
insane. I feel like it was insane. I feel like you're downplaying it a little bit.
His hype grew in Kansas. His hype grew high and high in Kansas. OJ Mayo walked into USC like, wow, that's OJ Mayo. Like that was different from camp, from everywhere. Like,
but I didn't see the hype about OJ. You know what I'm saying? I seen it, but I didn't believe it.
Andrew Wiggins,
he's saying as a player. He's saying as a player that he didn't believe in the way that they hyped him.
Oh, okay, but that's fine. But the hype was ridiculous. Like he was on ESPN as a high school kid, games on games on games. Like it was crazy.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. I'm still choosing Andrew Wiggins, but I can see how it could be OJ Mayo easily.
Yeah, because you don't like Andrew. He never
him to
liked him.
LeBron. They compared him
He's
to
being
LeBron.
biased.
Like, I think Andrew Wiggins averaged 24 points a game in the NBA. Like,
But what about Tyreek Evans though? I feel like he was hyped, but not to the
He
point.
had an
he
amazing
was
rookie
hyped,
season.
but he has his why is he on this list? Is because his rookie year.
It was insane.
Averaging winning rookie of the year, averaging 25 and 5,
Yeah.
25 and 5, and then people are like, oh wow, and then you get in a car accident, you want to do the drugs, you want to take pictures with my godfather last summer, like stuff like that. What are you doing?
What about
What-
Dennis Smith Jr.?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, but what hype is he though? You see what I'm saying?
You're right. He wasn't like highly sought after. That what got the hype built behind his name was when he came out at the beginning of the NBA season on the Mavs, where he's just this highlight reel, and then he dipped. But there was no hype coming into
But
him
He's
getting
still
drafted.
young though.
biggest disappointment is where I take Andrew Wiggins.
OJ Mayo.
I feel
take
like he
Wiggins
never
for
had
sure.
any disappointment to come in. Like, he came into the league and he burned out. Like, we've seen a lot of players with that amount of hype burn out. Andrew Wiggins, I feel like he was in his way of his own potential. That's just my opinion.
But why? What part of his game though?
I don't know. It's like mental things. Like, it just clicks or it doesn't click. But it's reports coming out that he didn't care that much about, he only cared about his stats. So I don't know. He didn't love the game, I guess. Enough.
You could
That's
tell
what
about
people
his
say.
mannerisms too. He's like an introvert, which is
And that's
nothing
fine.
wrong with
That's
that. But
fine.
he was.
Yeah.
I will say I am disappointed in that it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, him coming out of college and the type of player I thought he was going to be. But
Right.
I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to sit here and bash his career, because he is still actually producing and he's still playing well. He's not a slouch.
No.
But I think of the players on this list, it's got to be OJ Mayo. Like, this guy, it was almost like a LeBron James type status of getting hyped since high school.
They was pushing it so much.
They were pushed
that to the core.
No,
yeah, they were like,
pushing
this is going to be
OJ.
our guy.
I could see that.
That's a good topic.
OJ was pushed.
But let's start. Let's kind of bring the show to an end. But who do you guys think out of the Ball brothers, Lonzo Ball or LaMelo, is the best Ball brother when it's all said and done? Let's start with Dale.
I think LaMelo have the best career, but I think LaMelo putting pressure in the NBA has upped Lonzo's game, because he's been playing like he's like, listen,
Lights out.
Like, because the thing is, I feel like if they play 1-on-1 in the backyard, LaMelo could never beat Lonzo. I don't think he can. But in the new NBA and the flair and all that, LaMelo has it all. The superstar reign over him, and Lonzo has I'm gonna be a little Rondo type prototypical point guard. But honestly, been shooting the hell out of the ball lately.
Why the 6'3"s?
You know what I'm saying. But in terms of career, I think LaMelo got it, man. They play today also.
Do they? What time?
I don't know. I'm gonna try to get a little 1-2, little 1-2 on that one.
A little 1-2.
Talk about it.
I hear you. I'm going LaMelo long term, but who knows, man? Like Dale said, Lonzo's really stepping up. He got his shooting attack. I think his dad did so much damage to him in the beginning that it's going to take a while for that to separate from his name.
Yep.
Because LaMelo doesn't have his dad attached to him at all. It just seems like he does what he wants. He does whatever he's feeling. That's how LaMelo's getting down.
Yeah.
And that's usually how it is with the baby in the family. But I feel like Lonzo is trying to prove a lot of people wrong, and to me, he is for sure.
Right.
So,
for sure.
do you guys think he'll stay in with the Pelicans?
Nah.
No, he's gone.
Nah,
he's out of there.
That's over.
First thing smoking.
And he's gonna go get near a max somewhere where somebody wants him.
Yeah,
For sure.
First thing smoking.
JD, how do you feel about the Ball brothers?
Melo will be the more entertaining guy to watch. You're gonna turn on the TV for him. He's gonna get you the highlights. He's gonna put up the points. But Lonzo is gonna have the better career overall. I also think that Lonzo will win more hardware than LaMelo does.
That's a hot take. That's a good one. Wow.
Why, JD?
Because I think that you can implement Lonzo's game on any team, and LaMelo kind of is ball dominant. Lonzo doesn't need to be ball dominant because he's not going to look to score as much as he's going to look to get his team involved. But Lonzo can also score.
I
Listen,
think you could put LaMelo on every single team in this NBA and it'll be
if
flourishing. I
LaMelo
promise
was
you.
with Bron, I feel like it would have ended a lot better than Lonzo with Bron. He wouldn't have got
I agree
traded.
with that too. I agree with
LaMelo
that too.
wouldn't have got traded if he was in LA.
This might sound weird, but LaMelo has that like that James Harden seamless when he matures. Like honestly, like
this is
give me the
easy
ball
to
and
me.
I'll
This is
easy.
easy.
Like
Yeah.
like I'm very honest. It's like wow, I knew he was good, but I'm surprised how easy he's making it look for sure.
Yeah, JD, I understand your logic for sure. But let's end the show with another quick hitter. Which player will win the most championships in the next 5 years? Ooh, this is crazy.
Oh, TikTok's gonna love this one.
Oh boy.
Next 5 years? I mean, Steph is
Chris
proven.
Paul is already eliminated because he's at the tail end of his career.
I'm gonna go with Kyrie.
Yeah, that's safe.
Yeah, that's the only reason is damn near safe. I don't see Trey, Steph, maybe Steph, Russ, Dame.
Luka, was that Luka down there?
Only if Dame ends up in LA.
I think in the 4th and 5th year, Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, they win that title. Those two.
Oh God.
I was gonna say
about Ben.
I was going to say if that Sixers team sticks together, I think that they could end up winning for sure. And I mean, I don't think Ben Simmons needs too many rings to beat out, who else is here. Obviously, Steph already has the rings, but I'm talking about I'm looking at it from if we start today, everyone's at 0, clean slate. Who wins more in the next 5 years?
Yeah.
I think it's Ben Simmons. I think it could be Luka Doncic if you put 1 or 2 good pieces around him.
But we don't know about him because he can't play with superstars. We don't know that to be true, but I don't think he can play with other superstars.
What are you talking about? So he couldn't play well with Dirk Nowitzki?
He shoots a lot of shots. No, I don't think so. I don't think Luka can play with another superstar.
Who else is going to do anything?
I was watching that Nets versus Dallas game, and no, Luka took a lot of shots, and he's always taking so many shots. And then we want to play him.
He was also hot early. So some of those were heat checks, and then he's carrying it late into the game. So like, hey, maybe I still got it.
What superstar can you pair up with Luka?
Game, who the hell are you going to give the ball to on that team?
What superstar can you pair up with Luka Doncic?
You get him.
I think you put a lot. I think he'll be well with Cat.
Amazing.
Superstar, but I think he'll
play with Cat. Why amazing with Cat?
Put one great
because Cat's not Cat's not all up in your face about taking shots, pass me the ball, this and that. We heard what Jimmy
all up in the video,
but he wouldn't play with Embiid. He wouldn't get that. He wouldn't get that off with Embiid.
I think he'll do well with Joel. I think he'll do better than Ben Simmons does with Joel Embiid. Honestly.
Okay, let me just put this out here. Luka Doncic is not winning an NBA championship because he cannot play with one other superstar, let alone 2 other superstars to actually get the job done.
Yes, he can.
All right. So Luka,
let me ask you guys this:
you really think Ben Simmons like that? Like for real?
So look, is Luka a half-court guy or
he's whatever he wants to be?
He is whatever he wants to be, but he has to make that decision. It's the same with Russell Westbrook. If you go back to Russell Westbrook's game 10 years ago, you would think, oh, you wouldn't say that guy's about to win a bunch of championships. You wouldn't, and it's the same with Luka.
Dale, where you go? Oh, okay.
It's the same with Luka.
It's easier to, I think, honestly, Russ has shown me a lot these last 2.5, 3 months.
10 years ago, Westbrook. You were not thinking Westbrook is about to run up championships. So it is just asinine to think Luka Doncic is just about to run up championships.
I wouldn't say that because 10 years ago he had James and KD, and you're like, this is the future. But you didn't know they would have split up. So that's basically.
I'm telling you right now, Ben Simmons, he's gonna win 2. Kyrie's gonna win 1 or 2. Dame might get him 1. Steph's gonna get him 1 or 2.
Dame is not Dame. Ben's
Trey
not
is never.
Anything.
Unless
Ben's not winning anything. Ben's not winning anything.
Luka Doncic can play with superstars. That is, and this is the thing, Jordan.
Would Philly be better with Ben or Luka? Who would Philly be better with, Ben Simmons or Luka? Who would Philly be better with?
I love Luka. I do. I do
Just
love
answer the
Luka. I
question.
do. But man, I like what Ben's doing. I do.
Bro, I wanna know where you-
Hold on, JD. Would Philly trade Ben Simmons for Luka Doncic?
If they
Yes.
were Doc Rivers
Hold on,
wouldn't.
Shaq.
Doc
Would
Rivers
Doc
wouldn't. I
Rivers
can't
say-
speak because organizations, of
Hold
course, they're
on,
always
yeah.
going to do. It's the 2K
Okay,
syndrome.
exactly.
I have a higher
And
overall
listen to this.
rating, so I think the
Dallas
team
would
is
not
better.
trade Luka. Dallas would not trade Luka for Ben.
Of
No,
course
Mark
not.
Cuban ain't going.
Of course not.
No.
Of course not.
Exactly my point.
Of
And the
course not.
world knows, like Ben is a little.
No,
Like,
no.
You thought you
Luka
was
is
this,
box.
you
No,
thought- oh,
Luka
like,
is
come
box
on, bro.
office. It's the same way Westbrook was so loved in OKC. It's the same way Durant left. It's the same reason Kevin Durant left OKC because Westbrook was their one guy. He was their favorite.
You think so?
I know so.
Or it was-
I know so. If
or-
they
or
could
it
go
was
back,
that-
they
Shaq.
would have made KD their one. But Westbrook was
Shaq,
so
where
beloved,
do
he
you-
had no leash.
Where do
I
you
don't-
get off saying Luka can't play with superstars? Where have we seen him play
Yeah,
with
yeah,
a
I'm
superstar?
confused. Why
He
is that
he
your
had Dirk
thing?
at the tail end of his career, and they still complimented each other great.
Okay.
So
I'll
I'm-
do it to you like this. Can Westbrook play with superstars? That's how
Yes.
I know.
No,
Luka
we're
can.
we're not doing
Yo,
this. I want to
now
know
Westbrook-
why
when
Luka.
can- when- Okay, all right. I don't.
Why
I just
can't
don't
Luka
Let me
play
ask
with
you, hold on,
because
let me
he
just ask
reminds
you,
me a
what do
lot
you
of
consider
Westbrook.
playing with superstar?
He reminds me.
What do you
Westbrook,
consider playing with superstar?
Westbrook and
Brad-
Doncic are the same exact player. In case
Listen,
you guys
I'm gonna say
didn't
No,
three
they're
things
not.
because I gotta go and say
Newsflash:
three things. I'm gonna
Westbrook
say
and
three things.
Doncic are the same
I'm
exact
gonna say three
player.
things. I'm
Same
gonna say three
mentality.
things because I gotta go. No, Bradley Beal's having his best year with Russell Westbrook. Paul George had his best year with
No,
Russell
it
Westbrook.
doesn't. It doesn't translate though. You can say all of this.
Oh,
Where are
okay.
the championships? This
You
is
said
what I'm
play
talking
with.
about.
You said-
We're
you-
talking about which player
only
will win the
one
most
team win.
championships
Only
in
one
the
team
next
wins.
5 years. I know. Which player will win the most championships in the next 5 years? And Luka Doncic
Happy
will never
Mother's
win
Day
an
to the
NBA
gang.
championship.
Del James gotta go. I'm not doing this with Shaq.
This is sad. Peace out,
Oh
Dale.
my
Peace
God.
out, Dale.
Love.
All right, Dell.
That's it.
Jay, you got a rating?
All right, chat. No, I don't. I think we just end it. It's Mother's Day. Let them go celebrate.
All right. Peace out, chat.
Celebrate.
Thanks for
All right,
tuning
peace.
in.